Today, one of the stories making headline is a serious story of a rape case has been reported throughout the day. That Holly who is one of the Zimbabwean hip hop artists, has been arrested, and the accusation are that he was arrested for raping a 14-year-old girl. Now, in Zimbabwe, especially under the ZANU PF regime, we don't have all the facts. Actually, we don't have all the facts, but what we are certain is that in Zimbabwe, if you become critical of a government, there are many ways they can use to target you. You can find yourself in jail because of criminal cases that would have been created against you. Typical examples would be Nyoka Emapono. He is expected to be extradited in South Africa. I don't know whether the process has been fulfilled already. Because he's accused of corruption, and we know that it's not about corruption, but it is about him deciding to align with the Blessed Geza, a faction of ZANU PF. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. I'm reading this, which is interesting, from Zim Live. It just wrote this few moments ago. It says, troubled hip-hop star Holly was arrested on Tuesday, accused of raping a girl that is 14. The pressure hitmaker recently completed rehabilitation for drug and alcohol addiction at a facility in Rustenburg, South Africa, funded by President Emmerson Mnangagwa's son Collins. Police spokesperson, these details are very important. Police spokesperson Commissioner Paul Nyati said the ZRP confirms the arrest of a local musician, 27, on allegations of rape involving a 14-year-old complainant in Hatfield area, Harare, on July 20, 2026. More details would be released in due course. We are surely waiting for more of these details from the Zimbabwe Republic Police. It says Holly, whose real name is Mukudze Mordecai Chitsama, has clashed with seven. These are very important issues. Has clashed with several high profiles, including preacher Hubert Angel. And also the son of Emmerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa, that is Collins Mnangagwa. So there is Hubert Angel as well as also Collins Mnangagwa. That is the son of Mnangagwa. And Hubert Angel, part of Zwikananda, untouchables in Zimbabwe. Hubert Angel has been accused of numerous stories by Holton, and there is no smoke without fire. We'll be coming also into that issue. After collaborating with Winky D on their hit single Ibozo, he later claimed he had been coerced into voicing lyrics seen as critical of the ruling ZANU PF party. He would later soften that claim, saying he was not forced as such to sing the politically charged lyrics, adding, but Winky D brought me 2 Stratons and Hawaiian pizza, showing knowing if I get drunk, I won't ask too many questions. Now, I'm not saying, a rape case is a very, very highly sensitive case. Let's hope there is truth in it, but we know ZANU PF. Sometimes, especially if you have decided to take on them, and we are speaking about what Holton did. He took on Hubert Angel. He exposed that Hubert Angel used to ask him to go and look for, ladies of the night for him in search of a better words. That is what he told us. And he told us, he questioned him being a pastor because of the things that he was doing. He went to an extent of saying, if Hubert Angel denied what he has put on the public domain, then he would be forced to expose him, because he knows some of the girls that he lured them for Hubert Angel. So Hubert Angel is a close ally of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, a prophet, a fake prophet of Zimbabwe, working in cahoots with Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and he has made very controversial prophets about the late Blessed Geza. Amongst others, he continues to predict, and these the prophecies that he makes seems to be targeting the enemies of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, or the enemies, people rendered to be the enemies of the state by virtue of taking on the ZANU-PF regime of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. So you can see what Holy 10 was doing. I remember at some point ZANU-PF supporters such as Kinel Chivayo offered him that if he goes to rehab, he will make sure that he promised him, it was it $1 million US dollars. I will give you $1 million US dollars to restart your life. That was a promise which was made by Wicknell Chiva. But I always say this, you know, you cannot trust these promises made publicly by ZANU-PF people, especially after exposing very, very sensitive information about them. I remember we covered, it was on the news, Holy 10 attacking also the son of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and also dishing out ZANU-PF, specifically exposing Collins Mnangagwa. I think is the one who is in the military and the one who is tipped to head the Zimbabwe Defense Forces. If Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa's politics continues to actually sneak through, this is the expectation. We've seen the promotions, and we expect more of the promotions of the son of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, that is Collins Mnangagwa. So this person touched the son of Mnangagwa, who happens to be the president of the Republic of Zimbabwe. He exposed also the likes of Hubert Angel. He spoke about some of Zukanandas. I think Wikinal Chivayo, his name was dropped also in the process. But because of money, they understood that if we offer him the figure that he cannot refuse, definitely he may come back to Zimbabwe. The man was told to go to rehab. After going to rehab, we are going to give you so much money. These details have to be followed. Have they given him that money? Now that he is in Zimbabwe, we don't know when exactly he getted back in Zimbabwe. The rape charges surfaces of a 14-year-old all of a sudden against the man. We don't know whether he really did them or he did not do them. But also with this background that I have given you, there is high probability the issue of Holy 10 has political connotations around it. I remember at one point saying Collins Mnangagwa, that is the son of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, wants to kill him, and also insulting him publicly. Was it on an Instagram account? The videos quickly circulated on social media. The same Collins lured him. How did he lure him? He paid for his rehabilitation in South Africa. Most probably he was promised heaven and earth. This is the guy most probably was brought to ZANU-PF by Collins Mnangagwa. He exposed him, he embarrassed him publicly, and knowing the family of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and knowing Zukanandas who are in charge, the likes of Hubert Angel, there is a connection that his arrest may be linked to what he publicly did. I can attest to you that there are many rape allegations that have been made against Hubert Angel because he is in good books. He is in good books with ZANU-PF, and to be precisely, Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and he is on the side of Zwikananda. He's part of the gold smugglers that are specifically benefiting the first family in Zimbabwe. Do you think they can go after that man? I can make many examples. We've got individuals like Tungwara. They are dockets of fraud that have been opened against Paul Tempter Tungwara. And this matter was even reported to the president himself, as well as also the wife of the president. They are aware of these matters. Have you ever seen the Zimbabwe Republic Police taking initiatives to go after these individuals? You will never see that happening. Why? Because they mastered the art of drawing close or having close proximity to the first family becomes an immunity for you. So this is basically what is happening. And the Holy Ten, he touched these individuals linked to the first family. Wes, the son of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, he was embarrassed. We saw the videos of Holy Ten and accusations that were laid against Mnangagwa's boy. Definitely that may have angered the regime. It's attacking the system, attacking the person that Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa wants to publicly portray as a disciplined individual, and most probably a prince in the kingdom of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa. If this nonsense is allowed to go on, and expecting that the very same Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa would not use the systems in Zimbabwe to actually punish him, you would not be understanding the politics of Zimbabwe. However, I'm not disputing that there may be a young girl who may have been taken advantage. Remember, Holy Ten was part of ZANU-PF. Most people who are in ZANU-PF, ZANU-PF is a rotten political party. Most of them, they have skeletons of some sort, literally skeletonanyana. You know, I'm using the words which were used at one point by Batabile, and I've been saying most of us in this ANC, we've got skeletonanyans. So there is high probability that everyone in ZANU-PF has skeletons, but most of them, they are protected. What happened to the son of Chris Mutswangwa, who was arrested, spent some time in jail, and released on bail? Have you ever seen that court sitting again? How did the matter end? He is free for good. It ended there. Most probably the judges dealing with that particular were told, you know, just forget about this particular matter after it achieved its intended purpose. And you saw it was meant to muzzle Chris Mutswangwa to be on the faction of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, and he appears to have circled well there. It gives him immunity. It gives his children also immunity from the regime. That is how things work in Zimbabwe for you, and that is why it is very important on the 31st of July for Zimbabweans to unite and make sure this regime gets packing. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's meet on the other side of the live broadcast as I give you more.